There's my name.
Have room for it. I had to be able to put my knuckles away. Ooh, he almost stepped on my toes.
Oh, there he is.
All right, there he goes. It was a good rest. Should we continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please tell me your name again, boss. I'm sorry, I forget. I have a bad short-term memory.
Me or?
No, my boss.
RV Waycrest. You can call me Mr. Waycrest.
Waycrest, Mr. Waycrest. Yes, Mr. Waycrest. Yes. Mr. Cray Cray in the West.
Just had a thought. We could, once we get the building established, we could have the Waycrest Manor.
You know, I like the idea of that. Very much.
I believe that idea came to me from a video game I've played in the past. I don't remember what it was.
Legend of Zelda?
No, not The Legend of Zelda. Dishonored, maybe?
I do not partake in games
Never
much
played that one.
myself, so I wouldn't know.
I didn't play that one, but I played lots of games.
That's,
From Atari on up.
My father used to have a Commodore 64. I believe he still has it.
Mine did as well, and if he had it still, he would probably have something that was worth some good money.
My father said video games are a waste of resources and time when I could be focusing on schooling and so on.
Yes.
Right.
Now
Well,
look at this. My Aunt Bertha said the same thing, and now look. As though the ones that played video games know how to kill things, and those who went to school have no need for it anymore.
well, when you're not, shooting people, taking care of your weapons and firearms, drug dealing, weapons handling, you need to find something to do in your off time. As much fun as shooting people and torturing people, weapons dealing, drug dealing.
Fun.
All right, Mr.
is
Mr. Wolf.
key.
The location will be up to our left shortly. It'll be in the warehouse district of Chernogorsk. We are technically inside the edge of Chernogorsk at the moment.
Right.
Mr.
When you make
Mr.
your
Rusty,
fight
keep
club,
up.
yes, when you make your fight club, can we call it the killing floor where they fight at?
It's gonna be called the Den of Vice, but the arena could be called the Killing Floor. It'd be fine by me, I suppose.
Thank you, because I know a perfect song for it.
Along these train tracks, there's some warehouses with awning over the top of it, I believe, and I got some fighters to the left here. And they have.
Come on, you little bitch.
They have wood planks next to them.
He's taking a long route.
Keep an eye out for stage lights, cause or work lights. Those are quite useful once you got a generator going.
Yes. I've happened upon a few before. I don't remember if I've seen a generator though.
We have a Jenny stashed back a couple of towns ago. Oh, that was okay. That was a stranger for a moment.
Whoops, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry.
Like I said earlier, I've got plenty of nails and I've got some planks. It's a start. It's not too much. Just a couple. No, if I had to take a guess, probably about 200 to 250 nails.
That's not a bad start. We need more. But if we go all the way up north to my base, we can always pry apart my foundations and take those nails. And then I have lots of boards and I have lots of axes and saws and stuff. stuff, all kinds of base building supplies.
Well, we might have to make a
Except
trip up
for
there
nails.
sometime, Mr. Rusty, and collect upon that.
I have like 2 of everything almost, like 2 shovels, 2 axes, 2 crowbars, hand axes, hammers, pliers, and stuff like that.
All right.
All you're missing is 2 heads on a stick.
Up right here is I think
Keep
the
them
main
busy.
Ew,
the
that's
main
gross.
foundation. Yeah, I'm totally down, Mr.
Quite a
Fubar.
big area.
Fubar. Yeah, there's a lot, but
Patch
this
up holes in the fences.
is it's not this one. There's a building like this that has a this would work too, but they have a little indent in the ground here where people could fight it.
Oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It might be in one of these.
Yes, it should be around here
Might be
somewhere.
that one. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. That's actually a
We can
quite
play
good
King of the
idea.
Hill.
Yeah, we could.
Or if somebody dies, I guess you could bury them right in this stuff.
Or cut them up, feed them to the cannibals.
Ew, that's gross.
Use them for biter baits and get some more interesting components for the arena.
Exactly.
I bet you one of those cannibals, he could become a circumcision surgeon, and then he'd be very happy to get to keep all the tips and eat them.
I was thinking about one of these buildings here too, but I think it's too exposed.
Yes, it would also be a lot of work.
Let's try this way. At night, it's a little hard to tell exactly where things are, but I know it was along the fencing here somewhere. There's a location where
Oh, I believe this is one of the buildings you were talking about with the indentation in the floor.
this is exactly the one right here. One second, there might be biters in here.
Don't hear anything. That's clear as I can see.
See, this right here, we have 2 arenas going at the same time. We have the small one and a large one, and this would be a very good location for the club to be at. I would say myself.
When people are down there fighting, we'll be up here going like, nah, 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 nah.
And I could use back here as an office, perhaps. Block off the door.
Oh, this is perfect.
I think there's a bathroom somewhere too.
Yep, this is perfect.
This is option. This is one of the many options of the 4. I think this would be a very easy place to set up. We don't have to worry too much about the infected trying to get inside. But there's another one, and let's keep the tour going.
Yes,
All we have to do is wall this part up so nobody can get in through here, and there's only one entrance and one way out. Or you can make this a gate, you know, a gate on one side.
The main issue
Mr.
being
Waycrest, I'm kind of already set on this one. This seems pretty easy to set up, but I'm still interested in the other locations you have in mind.
this one right here is high on the list, but let me show you others. This location, I've seen wood planks here before, but I guess someone's already gotten them.
This is high on the list. Hold on. Let's go hide this battery charger somewhere.
Guess you could place it right,
We're gonna need this.
right behind this pipe or something.
I think they won't find it over here.
Well, you're gonna want to see the other locations because they might even spark interest even more so.
Yes, of course.
Does anybody have 4 slots in their backpack they can carry this?
Sure.
Sweet. Sweet, thank you. because I'm starting to collect stuff already.
Here's the major
Yes.
downside to this location, though. It is quite the hike with wood logs.
And we held it.
Right.
We hit a generator as well.
Yes, this would, excuse me. This would be, quite, difficult for logging.
Here's another one that I like the idea of for the club.
I like this
Ooh,
side.
yes.
Right here could
This
be
is nice.
the arena as well, and we have a loft above.
This would definitely be the arena.
This would work better for security with high points. I even would have my own personal office if need be as well for.
Mr. Waycrest, if you don't mind letting me pitch in some ideas about this building.
Go
So,
upstairs here.
was thinking, obviously this is the entrance, right? Come in here, be a little, say a ticket booth maybe, you know, this is where you collect your entrance fee. You come in,
We could build
linger about.
a tower right here with a window open right here on the side, which could be the ticket booth part, and then we could have a doorman
Yes,
right here.
yes. And maybe have another tower here in case anybody wants to get rowdy. You just
Oh, they're gonna love this.
and let's see.
Yes,
I would assume. Well,
you guys
actually.
don't even know the half of it yet. You're gonna love this.
Oh.
Yes, this is another reason. There's a storage room upstairs, and
And you can go out on the roof, but this is gonna be your office in the penthouse.
Yes.
You were talking
I would
about a
say
penthouse
this,
apartment, and here you go. We can just wall this off so it's safer right here.
Mr.
Or
Wakers,
we
I
could
feel
make
like...
planks and maybe make a store, a whole. We could use what's it called, platforms, and kind of make a second story.
there's a lot we can do here.
Yes. Yeah, Mr.
This place
Wakers, I
is
was...
amazing.
Mr. Wakers, I was thinking this upper area here could be maybe like a VIP
Oh, look at this.
area.
Yes.
Look at this over here. There's a party area.
VIP could watch from up here, from a height, have a personal bar up here.
Yes.
Look at this side. Look at this side.
This one is
Nice.
definitely high on my
The,
list.
Where'd you
yes,
guys go?
it's got a lot of potential. Coming, Rusty.
Oh, sorry. Look at this side.
And technically, we could use both buildings if we get big enough, and one could be more of a personal structure than a entertainment.
Exactly. Look at this
Right.
shit.
So this would be the club area. Over here, just a little drop. and put some
Little dance
stairs
floor
here.
right there for people to dance
Well,
on.
More like this would be more of the business area.
It'd be
Dabble in a little bit of... I believe, Mr. Wakehurst, I could be your man for drug dealing, arms trade, this sort.
that is a good idea.
You're gonna get people all hopped up on Flintstone chewables,
So,
aren't you?
if we choose this location, this is high on the list. This building right here will be off limit to guests. This would be the restricted zone, and we'll have a nice and walled off. This building right here itself will be the place of entertainment, and I can see us having a lot of advantage here of height and armed guards. The future.
Yes. Yes. I'm loving every word you say.
All right. Now I have.
Glad I didn't blow your head off when I had the chance.
I'm glad you didn't either, because that would be not good.
Yes, that would put a damper in things.
And let's say to this too, and if you didn't kill me and you robbed me, I'm the kind of person you want as a friend and not an enemy, especially down the road.
Yes, I can see
I
that.
may be nice, but when I used to do battle bots, I was very, very aggressive.
BattleBots.
I'm glad we came to a mutual
So-
understanding, Mr. Wolf. I think we're gonna have
Yes,
a
me
long
too.
and very profitable future together.
Yes.
And we have plenty. We also have other warehouses to use in the nearby area. It's just the only issue here.
Zombie, get down!
Come on, it's one biter.
Told you.
The only issue here is the lack
If you
of
crouch,
son bitch.
if you crouch when you see a zombie, usually they don't see you, and they'll go to where you were at, standing up, and you can crouch and run away and lead them to a different area. I'm telling you, I'm a survivor. I know how to do this stuff.
I have 2 more locations I want to show you, and then we can make our decision then, because you're gonna like the others maybe as much as we see we have some guests so that way.
Oh dear.
We have deer there.
Seems they might want to be going their own separate ways.
Oh, it's people. I see him.
I
Hello,
suggest
sir.
you, yeah, Rusty. I suggest you let me handle this.
Yes, sir.
Shit. I thought it looks like a grenade or something.
What?
He threw something at me.
What? He threw something at you? That's not very nice.
It looked like a grenade or something. I wasn't sure.
If you need something, I have a flashbang.
I assure you, gentlemen, I am not a threat. Let's get a move on.
Just be about our business. Thank you.
Well, they didn't appear to want to talk.
Yeah, he threw something at me. It looked like a smoke grenade that he forgot to pull the fucking plug on.
I have a flashbang. Here, you know you're the military guy here. You take this thing. Maybe that will help us at some point. Just let us know first.
Here. I'll let you know how it works if you want to.
Not in my
Take a
face,
step.
please. No, we save that for bad guys. I wouldn't just give it for you to waste.
I suggest heavily we make our way out of here, just in case they do not wish pleasantries upon us.
Yes.
Mr. Wolf, do me a
He's
favor.
gonna waste it. He threw it.
Mr. Wolf,
No, I dropped a smoke grenade. I have too many.
Mr. Wolf,
Flashbang.
hang back when me and Mr. Rusty continue on, and just in case we're tailed.
Of course. They did appear to have night vision, so that's definitely a disadvantage.
Well, unless you're shining a light in their face, zombies. I can tell you, he's coming after you.
I'm surprised they threw something at me because I thought it was gonna go off at my feet.
I like how you said, "Oh shit," and then ran and got covered. When I was asking what was going on, he's like, "He threw something." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I had to run.
Yeah, I saw him throw something cylindrical with a red stripe on it, which...
You on the BRB? Oh shit! Thank you. God damn it, man, that was stupid. I just went forever with a mental block up, so nobody can read my mind. If you catch my drift.
Ah.
I forgot to switch it back to live thinking. All right, Bomb Foggy, get the fuck in.
We're almost near where we need to go shortly, gentlemen. I'm a little worried that we might have guests shortly, so head on a swivel.
There's fences here. Fences are good to have. Like already built pre-fence stuff. That's a lot of fencing around these two big buildings.
Hey,
A
this is
lot
not
of natural barrier and less building, less chances of people to get in.
Hey, Snipe Bite, it's kind of hard to reply a lot during RP. I try to stay in character most of the time, so it's just a heads up, so you know. Hey, welcome to the channel, Snakebite. Welcome back, man. Thanks for the host.
That's what I like. I like to find something that's mostly fenced off.
This is not the location exactly. We're almost to it. It's up over the hill here.
Gotcha.
It's this location is, I would say,
Zombie.
it's not a biter. It's a
Not
person.
zombie.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello there.
What's your name? I'm Mr. Waycrest. Pleasure's mine.
Hi, I'm Jerry.
Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. I'm Rusty. Rusty Felsenbottoms.
Pleasure to meet you. Jerry's headed home.
Oh,
Jerry,
that says hello
you
too.
weren't with those group of men that we just happened upon, were you?
Jerry just woke up in a house right over there. Yeah, Jerry doesn't know about any group of men.
Well, Mr.
Gotcha.
Jerry, are you up for a pleasant stroll tonight? At this hour?
Where are you boys going?
We're,
It's none of your business.
it's our business.
And you
Okay.
say I have social skill problems.
Hi. I like your voice,
Well, Mr.
Jerry.
Thank you. You sound like E.T. That's awesome.
Pardon me. Tripped.
Jerry's going to New Haven, his home.
Do you have to phone there first?
One moment, I'm having a headache.
Oh, it's okay. We'll take care of you. Our security guy will take care of you.
Take care of him.
No, he'll take care of Mr. Frickin'
One second, what's going on?
Or whatever the fuck his name
What's
is.
up?
I'm sorry, the heck his name is. I can't remember. Wayfield, Mr. Wayfield, is that it? I don't
Mr.
remember.
Waycrest. Sorry.
Waycrest! I was so close.
Well,
Are
pardon.
you looking at Jerry's things? Do you want them?
Jerry, I would suggest you step away from me.
Sorry.
We have
He's the really mean one of us.
we have business to tend to, and Mr. Rusty, can you please put a muzzle on it? Jerry, we're gonna be on our way. If you follow, we'll just say it's not gonna be pleasant. Currently, we are very late for time. I hope you have a pleasant
Jerry
evening.
does not want to hurt any of you. Jerry's trying to go home.
Well, go
Then
home,
go
Mr.
home, Jerry.
Go home, Mr. Jerry.
I hope you get home, Jerry.
Goodbye. Be safe.
Goodbye. You as
Jerry,
well.
hope to see you again.
He's really nice, guys.
I wanted to suppress her, but oh well.
He just wants to go home.
I,
There's no more phones anymore.
Wasn't gonna take the chance with. He could have been with those two. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's an interesting fella for sure. Mr.
I
Jerry.
liked him. He said he liked my voice. It's probably because it's so melodious.
So, Mr. Waycrest, these next locations, I'm assuming they're a little better for logging.
They're step up,
Zombie.
and we are here. Welcome to the island.
Excuse me. she's a slippery one. Oh dear. Damn.
Here's the island. This location right here, it's got an entire moat around it. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, nice. Right,
Seems,
you're right. Right here, we just build right here to right there.
It seems
my
somebody's
goodness,
already
that's
made
such-
fortifications. Let's take a look around.
But they didn't take control of the whole island.
This might not be up for grabs, considering if there's somebody already living here. We'll have to look for a new spot. But this location would be a very good location, considering it's separated from the rest of the mainland.
Water, kind of on a little, in the down the Cherno area. Oh, there they are! Yay!
Who are you talking to, Mr. Rusty? I had a moment. Sorry, the Xanarism's kicking.
Yes, they are awake now. Hold on, over. I've got to talk to them. I'm sorry, over.
Who are you talking to, Mr. Rusty?
This is John Smith. This is the guy I was telling you about. He invited me. We ran around a little bit the other day, and he let me come to his community place.
Is he does
Come on, boys.
He
he
wants to
happen
meet
to
up
live?
with me.
Does he happen to live in Novaya?
Novaya Petrovka or whatever. I don't
Polana?
know. I think he lives right north
Novi.
of Electro
No- oh.
in the community camp that I was at.
Would that be Sanctuary Hill inside a church?
No, he doesn't live in a church. No, it's just a little place right north of Electro.
Oh.
Yes, right by the dam. Yes.
Well, Mr. Rusty, would you like to continue the tour, or is this where you depart for the moment being?
Well, I was hoping that maybe you could meet him and maybe hire him as well, or maybe get some help. He's really nice and he was very helpful to me.
He would have to come this far because this is my home now, is Cherno, and we're about to begin construction. So I ain't going to be making
I
any
told
trips
him I was
anytime
in
soon.
Cherno. Hold on, Mr. John Smith, can you hear me? Over. Okay, then head to Cherno. Over. He says he's in Electro jerking around in some tool sheds. We are in the industrial area in Cherno, scouting out places for business for my new boss.
Before you go any farther in conversation with this man, Mr. Rusty, give me a character
Character analysis.
analysis, or
Jo-
if I could
Hold
job,
on, Mr. Smith.
like give me an idea who this kind of person
So-
this is.
So he's just very handy at helping me out. He's a good navigator, and he goes and finds stuff really well.
Well, we'll have to do an interview,
He's
a formal
he's a-
interview with.
He's a drug-addicted businessman that does business. That's what he likes to do.
Well, Mr. Wolf, he might, after we have a formal interview with you present, of course, because I will need my head of security. I'll take note, and we'll have a formal interview with your friend, Mr. John Smith. Just so you know,
Yes, is it okay if he tails us and catches up to us as long as I keep in contact with him so you can meet him?
yes, they'll permit that. We'll have an interview shortly around here. But let's continue the tour.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll meet your friend John Smith and see what kind of person he is. See if he fits into the business model I tend to enact.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Mr. John Smith, over. He said that he can hear everything you're saying because I've kept the mic key this whole time. because when Frank talks. So he said, "Yes, sir." So yes, well, I'm sorry. I thought I had it closer to my mouth. And so just come to Cherno. It gets wet whenever I get closer to my mouth. Just come to Cherno and do an interview with my boss. His name is Mr. West Cray West.
Mr. Waycrest.
Mr. Waycrest. Yes. I did not move. I did not move out of the compound yet. I still have stuff there, but I was offered a place to live and security. No, I'm not going to be security. They're offering me security, to protect me. I'm going to be a builder and an electrician.
What are they trying to save you from? The things that go bump in the dark? Please.
Yes, those scary things. And my Aunt Bertha might show up because people will be drinking and fighting. That's the kind of guys she likes.
Yes, I'm, hey, this is Mr. Waycrest on the line.
She should have showed up by now. She probably died. She's 400 pounds. She's not capable of moving from an attack.
I need to get a fucking radio.
Her rascal scooter can only go so far, Rusty.
Can you hear the both of us here?
The right guys. I'll stay silent so Mr. Waycrest can talk.
Hello there, John Smith. My name is Mr. Waycrest. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I'm getting my ass beat. One moment. Oh, God. 4 of them. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Come on. This amateur hour.
I hear you're quite a resourceful man out there from the grateful Mr. Rusty has described much about you, and it sounds that you are quite a capable individual.
He's probably fighting zombies right now. He's really good at killing them as well.
Yes. Are you there?
Yes, you have a copy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, can you hear me? Sorry, I had it turned off for some weird reason.
Yes, we can hear you.
Mr. John Smith, can you hear me? It's Mr. Waycrest.
I can hear you, Mr. Raycrest. Sorry, I'm to the north of me. There's some gunshots going off. I think someone's doing hood rat shit over there. Good God.
Well, I was saying, Mr. John Smith, Mr. Smith, if I may, Mr. Rusty gave you a glowing review, and I hear that you are a very capable individual. Perhaps you would like to have an interview with me, and perhaps have a place for you in the corporation and business I'm starting up here. I have a venue will be known as the Den of Vice, which will be a fight club / casino / bar, if you're interested.
Sounds sensual. I'm in. I want to get paid in Cody.
You know what? I think I can manage that, because this Den of Vice will have plenty of drugs, coding included. I hope you like...
Perfect.
You sound like the man who's going to be for this kind of thing. All right, well, meet us in Chernogorsk.
He really likes his codeine.
We'll leave. We'll open up the broadcast within 10 minutes from now, and we'll see.
Is it just a 10-minute run from Electro to Cherno?
10 to 15, but we'll get a report from you. We'll turn my radio back on in 10 minutes from now. It is currently. I'm not sure what time it is, but I would say.
It's approximately 6:45 to 7 in the morning.
Sounds fair. I've been whacking around at the police office. Give me a minute. I might find something good here.
All right, over and out, Mr. Waycrest out.
I'm